Just steps away from the beauty and serenity of South Florida shores is a refuge where you will find professionals committed to your healing and recovery. You are now part of the Reliance family. We recognize that alcohol and substance abuse is an individual journey and that each journey is unique. Our approach is not one-dimensional. You will have an individualized and personal plan, custom designed with your success in mind. We all know that this disease knows no boundaries or demographics. There are programs for every age group, as well as guests who may be struggling with trauma or co-occurring disorders. At Reliance, we are committed to a comprehensive therapeutic approach to your addiction. We will work together because we believe this disease is diagnosable and treatable. You will be treated like a person, a member of our Reliance family, and whenever possible, we will work with your entire family system as part of your road to recovery. We recognize that for you to succeed, your team, those closest to you, must be part of the process. All of us working together towards a common goal. This is how we will help you reach your full potential.
We want you to succeed in life. We want to change that dynamic of what you're doing and how you're doing it and be successful. We want to hear from you in the future and have it all be good about how you're thriving out in life with your family. This is what we want for you. This is what we built Reliance around. Again, welcome to Reliance. We're so glad you're here. Whatever we can do to help you, we're there to do it.
Together, as a family, you can rely on Reliance to treat and beat your disease. We thank you for allowing us to show you why you can rely on us. We know that addiction is a brain disease and it is a disease that kills. But we also know that if addiction is diagnosed and treated properly, people just like you recover each and every day. Now that you are here, realize that our treatment team has carefully researched and chosen the most effective clinical practices that lead to long-term and lasting solutions to your addiction and the complex issues surrounding it. We want to lead you out of the chaos and into a life with you in full control of your choices, full of peace and healthy tools to facilitate those choices.
Hi, I'm Lalo, Intake Coordinator here at Reliance Treatment Center. I'm going to be doing your intake today. It's going to take about 45 minutes and we're going to get to know each other pretty well. It's going to be a little bit different than what you're used to. It's going to be fun, we're going to make it exciting, and I'm going to get you pumped about being in treatment.
As far as the clinical programming here, when you meet with your therapist, we establish initial treatment plans and we also establish master treatment plan goals and objectives. The primary goal is to establish a relapse prevention plan to which we help you to develop sober support groups, attend NA and AA meetings, outside meetings as well as in-house meetings, participate in caseload groups, build communication efficiency, dealing with psychosocial stressors. If you're dealing with psychomotor agitations, we're able to help you to deal with those withdrawals just as well. And also establish a safe and confidential environment.
Hi, I'm Crystal. I'm one of the primary therapists here. We just want you to know that at the end of your time, you're certainly not alone. We will continue to be here to help you and support you. Our case managers and clinical staff will help you in deciding your aftercare plan. I'm really glad you're here.
As you take this first step of your journey to rely on Reliance, know that we will help design a model that is based on what you choose is important in your life, your core values and motivation. And with that basis, we build a plan for future success. We rely on the integration of acceptance and commitment therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, family work, trauma-informed therapies, and relapse prevention strategies to help us serve your needs and your long-term successful recovery. The Reliance model of care begins with a comprehensive evaluation of your current situation to ensure that we are the most appropriate place for you or your loved one at this time. An intake coordinator will greet you at your arrival. You will be asked to fill out necessary paperwork. We know it's tedious, but it's essential to your personalized plan. You will receive a client handbook, which is an overall review of the program. You will also receive a clinical schedule and an outline of the program rules. After the admission process, you will immediately attend group therapy depending on the time of day. Take this chance to meet others going through similar struggles and know you are not in this alone. There are rules of our program. No use of drugs or alcohol while in it. Be on time. Keep all 4 legs of your chair on the floor, no leaning. Do not interrupt. Use the word I in group to take ownership of your actions. Do not leave group unless a staff member asks you to leave or it has been approved by your therapist. No side conversations. Be respectful to peers and staff at all times. No beverages other than water are allowed in group rooms. Keep profanity to a minimum. Use real words to express your feelings. Do not speak about what goes on in group outside of the group. No verbal threats, violence, or any other type of aggressive behavior. What is discussed in group is confidential. Do not touch another person unless given permission. Clean up after yourself and encourage others to do the same. Chores at the housing units are mandatory and help with accountability for the community. Phone rules. Phone use is allowed 7 days following admission. This is completely up to the primary therapist to approve. Phone call process. Clients must fill out a request form that will include the person being called, the relationship to the client, the reason for the call, and the telephone number. If approved by the primary therapist, the call will be placed with a behavioral technician present. The tech will observe to ensure the phone number being dialed matches the one approved and will remain present during the conversation. Clients may use the phone 3 times a week. Calls are not to exceed 10 minutes unless the client has children under the age of 18, in which case 4 to 5 phone calls can be made each week.
Hi, my name is Nancy Spitzer. I'm the Executive Clinical Director at Reliance Treatment Centers. I want to talk to you about our philosophy here. From the day we opened Reliance, our belief and our faith is that we see the success level in our clients. We see the change. We see something different in everybody that walks through our door. We know your potential. Just because you've had past failures or past losses doesn't mean that you can't change. And it means that you can start different. You can do something different with your life. And that's what Reliance is about finding your goals, your path, and your journey. And it's exciting, just think about it. So here at Reliance, you're gonna start. It's a new beginning, a new day, and it's for you.
As you now know, our facility is based in one of the most beautiful places in the world. With that in mind, we are committed to a serene and one-of-a-kind environment where our staff and patients can fully commit to the work of recovery. The treatment days at Reliance are all about you, filled with physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual growth. You will begin each day with healthy and hearty breakfast, followed by goal setting and a meditation group to set the tone of your day. A typical day at Reliance consists of morning goals group, education sessions, group therapy, individual therapy, art therapy, music therapy, yoga, therapeutic massage, sober fun activities, physical fitness, and outside self-help support group meetings. We know that each of our guests come through our doors with different needs, so your treatment and goals will align with those needs. Your plan will be designed with you in mind and you as a critical partner with your therapist. From the moment you join us, you will create your own plan, one that you're comfortable with to pave your own way to sobriety for the rest of your life. This plan will be based on the very important building blocks of awareness, compassion, and self-care. Here is a typical day with our Reliance family. Each day goes from 8:30 in the morning till 3:30. On Saturday and Sunday, group therapy is provided as well to keep everyone engaged in the therapeutic process. After clinical hours, you will join 12-step support groups, the gym, and the best part, the beach. You will have 3 hours of group time with your primary therapist. We call this an intensive process group. This group is to help foster the therapeutic relationship along with peers to share their journey with the same group of people from the beginning of their admission. At the end of the week, you will also participate in a community group to discuss the weekly therapeutic goals, and each person in the group can work to support each other. This one team, one dream approach is very empowering. We call our system the phase system. Think of it as steps along your path to recovery. As you walk through each area with success, you move on to the next with greater responsibility and greater freedom. Phase 1. You will be in this level for a minimum of 5 days. During this time, patients are getting acquainted with the program and will be given an understanding of what is expected to go to level 2. Clients can make phone calls if they have children under the age of 18 every other day. In order to be selected for level 2, clients must follow the rules of the program, engage in group therapy, be respectful to staff members, do house chores, and have a clean room. Each client will be given a form that needs to be signed by their primary therapist and 2 behavioral health staff members, stating that they feel they are ready for level 2. Phase 2 includes weekend activities, weekly 3 phone calls that can be made throughout the week, pre-approved by a therapist, and the gym 3 times a week. We believe once you have been here 5 days, you will need some time working out in the gym. This is the phase where we increase your physical activity to help you get physically sound. There are more responsibilities at this phase. You must maintain overall good behavior and be positive members of our Reliance family community. If you are not meeting these goals, you may be moved back down to phase 1. Phase 3, recovery role leaders. During phase 3, you may be given a recovery-focused leadership role. Both men and women can be recovery role leaders. There are several. Ambassador welcomes new members to the community, explains the rules of the program along with showing them the campus and housing, leads goals group in the morning, and starts the week by reading the group rules. Number 2, peer leader. A peer leader is a positive role model for peers that helps create a safe, respectful, and welcoming community environment. The role of peer leader is chosen weekly by the clinical staff, and it is given to the peer that exemplifies the principles of recovery along with taking a leadership role within the community, making sure all clients are on time for the group, holding peer members accountable one time and then reach out to staff, inform staff of community issues, advocates for peer members. Greeter. This role is to welcome new clients, orient them to the facility, and introduce them to the rest of the peer community. Each of the recovery role leaders will meet with the clinical director at the end of the week to discuss any community issues. Refreshments will be served. Recovery role leaders also receive 2 extra phone passes during the week. What do the weekends look like at Reliance? There is plenty to do to help you stay busy and focused. Once you complete phase 1 successfully, there are many benefits to take advantage of on the weekends. You can attend nightly outside AA and NA meetings, the gym 3 times a week, the beach or the park 3 times a week, and special weekend activities such as movies, bowling, pampering yourself with nail salon or haircuts, mini golf, kayaking, recovery music recording artists, hiking, and lots of group sports. As part of our personalized approach, we provide day and night IOP to allow for flexibility for our clients that have diverse schedules. At the IOP-OP level of care, the focus is on life skills and developing autonomy. This is critical for long-term sobriety, along with helping our guests see their own potential. We have a designed focus on life skills, skills for independent living, emotional self-control, functional social interactions, healthy coping mechanisms, relationship skills, communication skills, being goal-oriented, how to obtain a job, resume building, interviewing skills, how to regain control of finances, working towards financial stability, how to make sound financial decisions. The schedule is flexible, so you can work around your existing commitments for work, school, and family. Relapse prevention, gender-specific groups, 12-step groups, life skills, coping skills, cognitive distortions, healthy relationships, and trauma are all provided. We are proud to say Reliance Treatment Center is JACO certified.
You're the only one that can ever stop you from doing what you're passionate about. This is your opportunity for a clean slate. Upon entering Reliance Treatment Center, we encourage you to drop the victim role. You are no longer powerless over a disease that is so insidious, it has taken over millions upon millions of families across the nation. We encourage you to be your own hero, to learn who you are, to encourage yourself to go out and to be somebody productive in society. Whether that may be a father, an employee, a wife, a husband, those are your things. Do not label yourself as an addict. You're a capable human being, and on a daily basis, in recovery, you will impress yourself and others about your growth. Remember to stay uncomfortable, remain teachable and humble. The gifts won't stop coming. As long as you work for it, put in the time and the effort, just as you did with the drug dealer and the drugs, you will find yourself in a life full of success and opportunity.